Someone who's going to need her passport is Sarah Adam. She has made history by being the first woman ever to make Team USA for wheelchair rugby. She's headed to the Paralympic Games in Paris this August. Now, Sarah's parents are both from Moline. She went to Augustana and even coached JV softball while living in the Quad Cities. And this weekend, she's back in the QC visiting family. We are so lucky she has made time for us, and she joins us now here on The Current. Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, why don't we start off by talking about what kind of rugby player you are. Are you more aggressive or strategic?
I got to be a little bit of both. So one of the primary ball carriers out there, so got to be able to give the hits, take the hits. But being a little smaller than some of the guys, I make sure to play a little bit more of a cerebral game, think 3 steps ahead, be strategic.
Exactly, excel in both.
Yeah, I have to.
So you need to be on Team USA.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask, when you were trying out for this, for Team USA, did it weigh on you to be the first woman? Was that in your mind at all?
Honestly, no. I mean, I wanted to just go in there and be an athlete as any of the other athletes they're trying out, and take it one step at a time, made the team. Have Paris obviously 3 years away and looking forward to maybe being on that team. But every time it's just a new goal, one more thing to achieve. And, to be one of the first females is certainly really an honor and a privilege to be able to have that platform.
And when did you officially qualify for the team?
In May was when they announced it, so not that long ago. Yeah.
Wow. So you've had some time to kind of soak it in now.
A little bit of time. I don't know that you ever really soak it in. It's still very surreal to have the opportunity to go wear Team USA and compete in Paris.
I can imagine. And you're leaving in August 20th?
August 20th. So a little bit more time to prepare, but it's going to come quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, obviously no one can predict the future, but do you foresee in future Paralympic Games a lot more women than just you on Team USA?
I hope so. We're seeing a lot more women getting involved in both Paralympic and Olympic sport. This year, the Olympics is going to be the first time that's equitable, with just as many females as males competing, and I think we can get towards that with Paralympics. I mean, rugby is a really aggressive sport, but I'll be having the opportunity to show that adaptive sports is for everybody.
This might be a silly question, but I wanted to ask, because rugby is so physical and wheelchair rugby also so contact heavy. How do you keep your fingers from getting pinched and on the wheels?
They do take a little bit of a beating.
No.
I will say, of all of the injuries, the fingers and whatnot probably get hurt the most. But it's right, part of the price you pay to be aggressive and play a full contact sport.
Well, I understand you were introduced to wheelchair rugby before, when you were able-bodied.
Yep.
I mean, what's it like to come back to this sport as an athlete now?
Yeah, I found it, love occupational therapy and sports, and found adaptive sports is a perfect fit. To be able to be involved in it in a different way as an athlete's been an exciting change. Not something I expected, but certainly a fun sport to play.
Well, what's your message to people? What's your pitch to get them to turn on the TV and watch the Paralympic Games?
Yeah, I think people are going to fall in love with our sport. They're going to fall in love with our stories. It's really exciting to watch. I'm hoping people are going to tune in and fall in love with the new sport.
I love it.
Yeah.
And do you have any tips for first-time rugby watchers?
Honestly, it's such a fun, high-speed, full contact, exciting. Even if you don't know much about what you're watching, it's got components from different sports like basketball and football and hockey that'll look familiar, and you'll kind of pick it up as you go.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you said you're leaving August 20th.
Yeah.
You get to spend some time in Paris exploring as well?
I will not. Unfortunately, I'm a professor at St. Louis University. I got to get back to the students, get back into the classroom, which I'm really excited about. But it does keep my trip short to just go compete and come back home.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can't even imagine saying that my college professor was competing in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they're coming back and giving me a test.
Right, yeah. We don't tell them about the test part.
Yeah, leave that part out.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, I cannot thank you enough. She's here visiting family. I'm so thankful for your time today, and we wish you the best of luck in Paris.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate
Absolutely. And for you guys at home, mark your calendars. The Paralympic Games kicks off in Paris on August 28th and runs through the 8th of September. More than 4,400 athletes will be competing in 22 sports.